Okay, we decided to do Uber for this article presentation, and basically how they've been failing a lot in their general management sector, primarily among their lower level workers, such as their drivers. There's a lot of toxic company culture that a lot of employees have brought up to their management, but they haven't really done anything about it. And this, along with the company neglecting sexual assault allegations, um, to high performing employees. It's just a lot of these things that we've decided to discuss. This, along with violations of many different business management principles. So, we're going to be talking about a few of those in this presentation.
When looking at the sexual harassment charge, when HR and upper management decided to side with the manager because his performance deemed better than the employees, it caused an imbalance in the equity theory. When his outcomes became greater than his inputs in the eyes of the employee Fowler, then that caused the imbalance. So her, as well as future employees, would put in less work later on because they believed that upper management wouldn't take their side again. And the sexual harassment should have been considered an input causing him to deserve less outcomes, but in reality, it caused the opposite, where he got even more special treatment because they decided that he was worth more, even though compared to Fowler's opinion of him, he didn't deserve that treatment.
Similarly, Uber's failure to recognize individual needs impacted job performance and organizational commitment. In this situation, trust, justice, and ethics were breached by the company. For example, it states workers are pitted against one another and a blind eye is turned to infractions done by top performers. This is a violation of ethics. Top performers are treated better than normal workers, even though their actions are unacceptable. Similarly, human resources failure to address these situations can cause a lack of trust. Trust is a vital component of job satisfaction. Fowler expressed her concerns in hope of providing justice for other employees working for Uber.
Company culture refers to the environment in which employees work and ultimately the personality of the company. There's a lot that goes into culture, such as companies' values, goals, and ethics. Looking at the article, we found a few ways that Uber has suffered from a broken company culture. One issue that they have has to do with their values that they push on their employees, as they are very vague. These values consist of always be hustling and showing the repeated importance of always being yourself. This isn't setting specific examples for employees to follow and can lead to unfit expectations on both sides of the company. While pushing employees to work in their own best interests, of course, can be good in terms of job satisfaction being increased, it may lead to them not being able to perform to the standards that are needed by management and the company overall. Another issue we saw in the article was the increased sense of competition. Coworkers aren't really looked at as equals, but more of as rivals. With this mindset, job performance is increased, but these will still create negative work environments where employees are still looked at as only to be working in their own self-interest. For a company struggling with creating a positive culture, Uber should work towards being more transparent to its employees in regards to what they expect and encourage employees to listen and cooperate better with other workers as well as the supervisors that are above
Just
them.
as everyone already discussed, Uber is basically failing in a lot of aspects in their management department within their company. It's affecting a lot of the workers negatively, along with the consumers too, with the allegations of sexual assault that we've already mentioned. Um, Basically, with all these violations of basic business principles and violations of trust within the employees, we predict that this is a recipe for disaster in the future, assuming that their management can't be revamped and renovated in the future. Otherwise, it could be unbeneficial to the company if it doesn't change.